Yeah, Tori, so the company JK Moving Services says that ever since we really started to feel the brunt of this pandemic in March, people started to stay put for about 2 months. It wasn't until May that they started to see a large uptick in business that's been continuing ever since.
This is the first time in my career that we're spending more time moving people out of the cities and into the rural and suburban settings than moving them into the cities.
Chuck Kuhn is the president and CEO of JK Moving Services, the country's largest independent mover. He says in his 30-plus years in the business, he's never seen moving trends quite like the ones the pandemic has caused. JK is seeing a 44% increase in business volume this year compared to last.
It's causing people to say, why am I living in this densely populated area, paying a high cost of living when I could move out to areas where I prefer to live, where I could enjoy outdoor living without the restrictions of the pandemic.
He says in general, his company is moving more people into California than out of it, but most people are choosing to not live in places like LA or San Francisco. In fact, he says Bakersfield is a popular spot for Californians to move within the state, and outside the state, he says many people are choosing places like Texas and Colorado, but there's also another big player out there too, Idaho.
I don't think people move here because they can buy a cheap house here. I think they move here because they can have a quality life here.
Clark Krause moved from Fresno to Boise 10 years ago and is now the executive director of the Boise Valley Economic Partnership. He says the latest stats show 42% of people who migrate to the Boise metro area are from California. He agrees that one of the main reasons why people are moving away from California's metropolises to a place like Boise is because it has great outdoor living, among other things.
We have I would say a very good entrepreneurial base of people too, and a healthy schools and that type of thing. So lots of reasons I think it appeals to people.
Now, another big reason that Kuhn says that people are moving away from home is because they're realizing that they can work remotely permanently, so they no longer need to live near work. But for now, here in Bakersfield, Austin Westfall, 23 ABC, connecting you.